Hey, Josué.
Hey Drew, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Good, good. I'm in there.
So it's time for your big interview. Uh, so for those who may not know who you are, remind the people, who are you?
My name is Josué Perez. I'm based on Monterrey, and I've been with Calypso for 5 years now. So I'm with the PTC practice. Mostly I am doing medical device projects. It's always looking for new challenges, but basically that is me at Calypso. I love puzzles. I'm dating a Kalypsonian. I'm getting married with her next year. So it is that's what I am. Mhm.
So there's one other thing that you neglected to mention in your introduction, and I think that is that you are our reigning Kalypsonian of the year.
Yeah.
So what has it meant for you to be the Kalypsonian of the year? What's the experience been like for you?
Yeah. Well, it was a real surprise for me. You can know that if you watch the video where George mentioned my name. I was really surprised because I wasn't expecting it. Right? I was like, oh, okay, I'm just doing my work. I don't feel like I did something special to deserve it. So it was a real surprise. But it's been a great experience. At the beginning, it took me a little bit to embrace the title, like really believe I'm the Kalypsonian of the year. But now, I think besides some jokes or people telling me that, oh, you're Kalypsonian of the year, now Your Majesty or something like that. It's kind of the flow is the same, right? It's you have a little bit more exposure, but basically you're still doing the same work, and you just have this like extra motivation to do great things. It's good to have it.
You're a Cody of the people, Josué. What advice would you give to people who are vying for the coveted title this year?
Oh, well, if you're like me, that you get super nervous when you are talking in front of people, have you like at least a 1 minute speech ready, even if you think you're not going to win. So you have it already, so you can tell something that is valuable for your colleagues and friends at Calypso. And other is that even if you are not expecting the title, just be excited because it can be you.
I love it. You never know when it could be your time to get the call.
You never know, yeah, indeed.
So in addition to being Cody, you're also, as you mentioned, sort of one of the OGs of the MTC, now the AIC. So what does it mean for you to be a representative of the AIC, both as a Cody and as a member of the pack?
It is a true honor to represent the AIC. Some people that know me, they know that I'm always trying to inspire people. So having this award, being part of the pack last year, having this Cody helps me to keep inspiring people. At least one person is inspired to do great things with this. I'm more than happy with that. So I'm just looking for that. I'm a really, optimistic person, just trying to give the best of myself. And so I'm looking to inspire others to do the same thing.
I love it. So as you know, Karma is just around the bend. What's your favorite Karma memory?
It's not in a specific moment, but every Karma, this renews. Unfortunately, this time is not going to be possible because the situation. But I really enjoy when you arrive to the hotel, you check in, you receive the card of your room, and you look around and you see all the Kalypsonians catching up, just talking about what's going on with their lives, and that moment is very special, and it renews every year. Every year is different because I think since you join as a crusher and you move into a more experienced Kalypsonian, you feel and you live this moment different, and this is the moment when you are looking person for the first time in a year, right? Even your friends that you had a project long time ago, you haven't seen for more than 1 year. Well, a year now for Karma. So that moment is pretty special, and it renews every year. So yeah, I was looking for it this year, but we have future years to have it.
It's true. So how are you feeling about Karma 2020 going digital?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for explore new methods and ways to deliver our passion or values and all the knowledge we have. Now is a new way to experience that, and we need to experiment. I love experiments, and this is going to be a huge experiment on how to deliver the same emotions we deliver when we are on stage or when we are having our practice meetings. We need to experiment with that. At the end, we are going to go back to normal, right? We are going to get together again in person. But this could be beneficial to explore the more we grow as a firm, how to transmit those feelings. I think it's going to be a good thing to experiment with.
Yeah, for me, I think, karma wouldn't be karma without the Calypso story, right?
Yeah.
So, recognizing that it's August, we're 8 long months into the year. How do you think the story of 2020 is going to be told as part of the Calypso story?
Well, I'm picturing two sides here. One is like kind of on a funny side of the story, but I'm picturing this as like a big, typical hero American story, right? When you have all the Kalypsonians fighting for deliver the word, you have some of the directors closing deals just with a nice shirt and a tie, just with that. And you have the brave mom and dads, for one hand, just leading a workshop or a CRP, and the other hand, just watching their kids. It's going to be we need to tell that story. This is something that is going to be for the future. So I picture in that side of the story just like that, right? Just how brave people work in this new environment. And on the other side, we have this transition. We have the Rock acquisition. This is going to be remembered as the day Rodwell acquired the best firm they can imagine. But also, an important part is this year is going to be remembered as the year the world went digital, and it's going to be remembered because Calypso was already there for many years. And so I'm pretty sure of that. We are going to be a reference in the future for that situation.
It's the year the world went digital. I love that. That's powerful. So you and I are not only fellow Calypsonians of the year, but we are also, as you mentioned, fellow husbands-to-be. And Karma isn't the only celebration that got disrupted by COVID this year. So how's the wedding planning going in the age of COVID?
Well, I think a little bit this, and it feels like we are a stock trader, because you need to start checking the COVID situation, the hotel's availability, the venue situation, because they are still closed, and the government news, because you need to see if they allow weddings again. So our wedding is until February next year. We have some time, but we are flying in small chunks. Tanya is a real MVP here, right? I'm just kind of supporting her and doing whatever she asked me to do, because I'm not quite of the leading person on this situation. But yeah, it's still going on. It's still on my vision is still great. We have time. I think we are going to have a final call on the party for till November to see if we continue with the party or not. The ceremony is going to happen. It's no way we are delaying that. So, but yeah, everything is going well. So just keep waiting for the news, and we have a good news here that we decreased 20% on COVID cases here in Monterrey. So it's good. It's progressing.
And that's great. Yeah, I think between you and Tanya having a whole bunch of a decade of consulting experience between you, being flexible and adaptable and planning and replanning is probably something you're pretty familiar with.
Yeah, I think the moments that we are a little bit crazy is because Tanya is in a Brides Facebook group, and there is a lot of horror stories there.
Oh boy!
So we start imagining situations, but we need to deal with it, and it's not that bad. If the party it's not happening in February, it's happening later in the year. It's not that it's going to be canceled or something. So we can adapt.
Like karma, the party must go on. Well,
Yes.
okay. Any parting words for your fellow Kalypsonians? Words of advice?
Just to embrace this new Calypso era. You are writing history, so be sure you're making history that is a good reading for the future. So that's it. Just keep it simple.
Well said. Well, with that, the countdown to Karma 2020 is officially on. I can't wait to see you there virtually.
I can't wait to see you there. So be ready, be prepared, have a good sleep, grab some coffee every morning, and see you there.
Great advice. All right. Bye, Josué.
Bye-bye.